Ladies and gentlemen, it's a big, weird, wild world out there, folks, and here we stand. Al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, that's the Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
Good morning, good people. Welcome, welcome. You are listening to The ProBoh Show at 8:30 a.m. Central European Time, 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2:30 p.m. Hong Kong, Philippines time. How are you doing out there, my good friends? Joining us in the chat right now, in our live audience, we have BTI, Vero, and a few others that are being lurkers there. Well, I don't mind. It's all good. If you want to be as cool as those people, you join me live on twitch.tv/Professional Bohemian. Oh my God, friends, do we have a show lined up for you today? In our 100 humans, we asked them, name a food, Natch, food. Name a food that gets bigger when it's cooked. Name a food that gets bigger when it's cooked. In today's Complete the News, we'll find out why a man was sentenced to 85 years in prison. Did I not do that one? Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Or we'll find out about the abandoned Apollo 17 lunar lander. Wow, science. We have a really, really good unpopular opinion for you today about dating apps, aplicaciones de citas. Right, Natch? Dating apps.
Nivelazo.
Oh, dude, thank you. We're off to a good start. Dating apps objectify their users. How would you say objectify? Cosifican? Is that right?
Qué nivelazo.
You're going to need more nivelazos, man. You're going to need to make more. So, las aplicaciones de citas cosifican a sus usuarios. So, dating apps objectify their users. Got into a bit of an argument about this last week, and I thought, this will be a good unpopular opinion. The results of the Instagram poll may surprise you, though. All that coming up later in the show. How you doing, Eugene? Pedro from Instagram. Getting all the nivelazos from the chat today. How you doing, guys? Eugene joining us from Russia. Everyone else joining us from Spain. How are you doing, my friends? Okay, let's look at a little bit of news, shall we? How are you doing, Natch? How's the return to work this week?
Well, I'm a little bit tired.
Yeah. Oh, que nivelazo, man. Autocorrección. You were going to say tired.
Qué nivelazo.
Raro.
Yeah. Well done, dude. I usually let the bad pronunciation out and then just live with it. So I appreciate the autocorrección. This is your second week back after the summer, man. Is the summer worn off yet?
Yeah, and I almost don't forget the summer. Don't remember.
Yeah. It doesn't take long, does it, to forget? See, that's what the benefit of not being able to go away this summer. I'm not feeling like that post-vacation blues. I'm still in that pre-vacation hype, even though I don't have anything planned. I'm going to go to England at Christmas, go and see my mama. Mama Bo! Oh, can't wait. Totalmente nativo, says Vero. Thank you. Pedro says nivelazo. Swimming day, says Vero. Yay. Rob, I got deja vu with that 85-year-old man. Didn't you guys? What 85-year-old man? What am I missing, Natch? What 85-year-old man? I don't know. Perhaps it'll become clearer as we continue the news. Okay, so first story today with regards to a recurring character on the show. The Elon Musk Show. Elon back in the news. Elon Musk, Twitter or X, his platform. It is his. He owns it. Twitter to charge all users with a monthly subscription fee. Twitter wants to charge everyone money to use the platform. Shouldn't Elon... Okay, so Twitter cobrará una cuota mensual a todos los usuarios. Natch, your finger's going to be too sore if you keep on with the needle after. So yeah, he wants to... Don't you think he should be more worried about getting users on Twitter? I'm sure there's been a mass exodus. I don't use it anymore. It used to be a key part of my daily research for news items and things for the show. I don't use it anymore. It's just, what's the point? It's just a little cesspool of hate and opinion. And the only hate and opinion I want on this show is mine. Anyway, 85-year sentence, man. Okay, you got some deja vu, so maybe we did do that news story before. Can we get a ProBoh approved for BTI? Killing it, man. Keeping us legit.
That gets the ProBoh stamp of approval.
Okay, I know what happened. We'll correct that. Thank you, BTI. Elon Musk strikes back, says Vero. Min here joining us all the way from the Netherlands. Yeah, he strikes back. Elon Musk announced plans to introduce a monthly fee to all users. This is coming from Axios.com, a pretty reputable organization. To charge users a monthly fee for his social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter. At what point are news agencies going to stop referring to Twitter like we used to do the pop artist Prince? The artist formerly known as Prince. X. The platform formerly known as Twitter. It's just getting annoying now. Call it one thing or just call it Twitter. Everyone's going to understand. Anyway, this decision was revealed during a live-streamed event with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Musk's move aims to combat the proliferation of bots on the platform, as requiring a payment would make it harder for bots to register without a credit card. This comes amid challenges for the company with a 60% drop in Twitter's US ad revenue. Wow. I'm sure he's not feeling too good about... How much was it he spent? $45 billion or something to buy Twitter? And literally he's just robbed the company of 60% of its value. Talk about like a self-sabotage. I don't know how you say self-sabotage in Spanish, Natch. How do you say that?
Autosabotaje.
Autosabotaje. Did I pronounce that well? Give yourself a nivelazo, Natch. How do you know these things? He's the oracle. He just reaches into the void and pulls out the answer. He's amazing. We want Larry the Bird back, says Vero. Yeah, dude. Elon Musk and his goth X platform. Get over yourself, Elon. So there you go. Yeah, would you pay for Twitter? How much would you pay? Does it sound like a good plan to deal with bots? I mean, surely they can recognize bots. If someone's tweeting at the exact same time, if it's the exact same message, surely there are other ways to find out if someone's a bot than just charging every single user. Like, does he think he's going to have the only social media platform that charges its users and he's going to succeed? This genius businessman. Oh, Elon. I mean, he's not making so much money from his Twitter Blue revenue, that's for sure. By the way, you can't see her, but Rossi, the cleaning lady, is currently behind me. It feels good to be back in the office. Let's continue. I think it's a great idea. It gets rid of Twitter quicker, says Min. It's a shame. I used to love Twitter. That short-form blogging, as it was, micro-blogging, as we used to call it. I don't know. It's a shame that this thing has died. He, as you know, he did charge for a premium version of Twitter. He's just going to roll that out. I assume what will be a lower monthly fee. But still, I'm not going to pay to use Twitter, man. No way. No way, Jose. Okay, next. The key to a fulfilling life, Natch. The key to a fulfilling life. Shall you and I play a little bit of Complete the News? Just you and me, Natch. What do you think the key to a fulfilling life is? Is it A, marriage? Is it B, friendship? Or is it C, frozen pizza? What do you think?
Friendship.
Friendship. Nivelazo, Natch. I mean, you're just killing it.
¿Será posible? Vaya nivelazo.
True. From the publication Psychology Today, the key to a fulfilling life is friendship, not marriage, apparently. They didn't need to do a study. All they had to do was speak to any person who's married. Okay, so in a 2023 survey conducted by the Pew Research Center, adults in the US were asked about factors they believed were essential for a fulfilling life. The results indicated that only 23% of respondents viewed marriage as a very or extremely important fulfillment. Or important for fulfillment, making it the least important factor among the options provided. Oh, wow, wow, wow. In contrast, 61% believe that having close friends was crucial, and the most valued aspect was enjoying one's job and career, with 71% of participants emphasizing its importance. I think this would have rolled out very differently in Europe, Naj? I don't think Europeans would have said 71%. The most important thing to a fulfilling life is your job. I mean, come on. I don't even think that would hit the radar in Spain. What do you think it would be in Spain? If we were to poll Spanish people, Natch, you on the finger on the pulse of the Spanish people, what do you think would be the most important factor for a fulfilling life if you ask Spaniards?
Having leisure time.
Having leisure time. The exact opposite of work. It's true, though, right? I mean, life is what happens when you're making other plans. John Lennon said that, you know? And that leisure time is that plan-making time, right? When you've just got time just to be, you know, hang out with your friends, hang out with your family. You know, just time just to enjoy what it is to be alive. Not that time that you sell to a corporation, to a faceless entity. That's that's certainly not, in my view, the importance or the key to a fulfilling life. But hey, there you go. Interestingly, even among married individuals, this is brilliant. Okay, so among married individuals, only 29% deemed marriage as vital for a fulfilling life. Oh, the least surprising plot twist since Donald Trump got coronavirus. Let's see. If Twitter becomes payable, I'll close my account, says Vero. Yeah. I mean, I will just leave mine in the void. I don't care. God, I used to love Twitter. What a shame. So there you go. That coming from Psychology Today. And finally, a little bit of science news. The James Webb telescope spots possible signs of life on a distant planet. Well, via. This is coming from futurism.com. What are these possible signs of life? Tweets. Skyrise building lights. No. NASA's James Webb telescope has detected potential signs of life on an exoplanet named K2-18b, located approximately 120 light years away. The telescope identified the presence of dimethyl sulfide, DMS, a molecule typically produced by living organisms on Earth in the planet's atmosphere. Additionally, the presence of methane and carbon suggests that K2-18b might be a Hycean planet, characterized by vast oceans and hydrogen-rich atmosphere. There you go. Have we learnt nothing from the movie Aliens? You know, someone's going to go there and, you know, the aliens with acid blood are going to eat their insides. Don't say, I didn't warn you. If they've discovered another planet, a paradise planet, Natch, would you be tempted to go?
No.
No? They put you and family Natch. You can pick everyone you want to go. Okay? You can handpick the crew of the vessel. I know you're saying, but after you, Rob, I don't know who I want to take. Just imagine your family, right? And you could take everyone you wanted to go. You didn't have to work. It's a paradise planet. Would you still not go?
I don't think so.
No. Yeah, you know what? Like I've said for years, like if there comes a day where we can all travel to Mars, I'm down. Put me down. I'm sick of Earth. I'll be the first Martian. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because are we just going to screw up another planet? You know? Will I be the first colonist? Will I be the first kind of like viral human being spreading the human germ to other planets? Is that not what we're doing, friends? Can we not just sort ourselves out first? Can we not stop destroying our own planet before we go somewhere else? I don't know. Let's see. Pedro says, why wouldn't there be living organisms such as bacteria, etc., on other planets? There are bacteria even under a volcano down here. Yeah, it's true. And in the deepest, darkest depths of the ocean where the sunlight doesn't hit, in volcanic vents, they find bacteria and small crustaceans able to live. I would never be as arrogant as to suggest, no, the only life that exists is here on Earth. But I might suggest that maybe the only intelligent life, and even that is dubious. The only intelligent life exists on Earth, civilization-wise. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't think aliens are flying out to see us, man. I just don't think that's happening. And if they are, it's really rude. They come all this way, and instead of landing, they're like, no, we'll just leave a little bit of graffiti. We'll leave a crop circle, and we're going home. That place is infested with humans. No way. All right, guys, well, that's the news for today. Let's go on to today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
Okay, it's the part of the show you're all waiting for. You know, I get messages every day, Natch. Why aren't the unpopular opinions in the title of the episode? You know the answer to that question, Natch? The answer is, I don't know. I don't know. It's easier just to pick on the news. So here we go. Today's unpopular opinion. First of all, what is an unpopular opinion? It's a brain fart. Un pedo cerebral, un pedo mental. I share it with you on my Instagram. That's @professionalbohemian, @professionalbohemian. That's Bohemio Profesional, pero en inglés. I share it with you there. You have an initial vote. But the real decision makers are the audience joining me live in the chat. That's Pedro, Vero, Min, BTI, The Bridge, all of you. Alone Strong. Okay, so today's unpopular opinion is this. Dating apps objectify their users. Dating apps, aplicaciones de citas. And objectify is cosificar, right? Wow, how do I know that word? The translation elf. I'm not even going to pretend to take ownership of that one. So yeah, dating apps objectify their users. I thoroughly tortured the ProBoh Show elves this morning, and they gave me some pros and cons with regard to this. Let's take a quick look at the chat before we get into it. Wouldn't surprise me if there is other intelligent life, but so far away we'll never come into contact with them. Exactly. 120 light years is a vast distance, my friends. That's the speed. It takes light 120 years to reach that from that planet to Earth. So if you were traveling at the speed of light, it would take you 120 years to get there. And spoilers, you don't travel at the speed of light. Okay. And Vero, I'm sure there are many bacteria much more intelligent than many humans. Oh, can we get a ProBoh approved for Vero?
ProBoh approved.
Okay, so here we go. Applications, dating apps objectify their users. Let's get into this. Okay, many dating apps use photos. As the primary selection method, emphasizing physical appearance over personality or interests. This can encourage users to make snap judgments based solely on looks. The increase of swiping left or right, or the ease, should we say, of swiping left or right, reduces complex individuals into a mere image on a screen, making it easier to dismiss or select people without much thought. To stand out in a crowded digital marketplace, oh God, it's horrible to think of it in those terms, right, Natch? But that's where it is. It's a digital marketplace. To stand out in a crowded digital marketplace, users might feel the pressure to present themselves in a way that makes them most marketable, rather than being their authentic selves. And finally, some dating apps emphasize matching with as many people as possible, which can promote a culture of continually seeking the next best thing rather than fostering genuine connections. I think there's a lot of truth to that, right? You know, the emphasis on, on the disposability of human relationships. You know, you get in a relationship, it doesn't work out. Don't worry. Someone else already swiped. Super like, or whatever they call it. Yeah, okay. In the con column, disagreeing with the statement that dating apps, disagreeing with the statement that las aplicaciones de citas cosifican a sus usuarios, disagreeing with that statement. Dating apps can empower individuals by giving them control over their dating lives, letting them select who they want to engage with and how they present themselves. Which is true. You know, you can filter and save a lot of time using these things. Next, while initial decisions may be based on photos, many apps feature detailed profiles, questions, responses, and prompts that allow users to showcase their personalities, values, and interests. There's a bit of truth to that, but being someone who's read a lot of curriculum vitae, a lot of resumes in his life, lies! They're all lies. It can't be that every single Spaniard has a level B2 of English. Yeah, you look at CV. That's what they say. All of them. All right, continuing. It's true. There are dating apps out there that are not just swipe left and right. They force you to kind of delve a little deeper, give you a match rating. I'm thinking about apps like OkCupid and things like that. I don't even know if that still exists anymore. Okay, continuing. Not all dating apps are swipe-based. Many platforms prioritize deep connections using algorithms based on more than just appearance, such as shared interests or values. And finally, disagreeing with the statement that dating apps objectify their users. As digital communications becomes more integrated into our lives, dating apps offer a modern way for people to connect, especially for those who may not have many opportunities to meet potential partners in their daily life. Whew. All right, there you go. What do you think, my friends? Let's see what people are saying. Vero says, online dating apps do not show the real personality of the users. Most users normally hide their real intentions behind their virtual profile. Yeah, there is a lot of truth to that. You know, I think in my profile on Tinder when I had one, it said I loved cooking. No. On Happen, where I met Izzy. So you like to cook? I'm like, yeah, define cook. Heating up frozen pizza. That's cooking, right? Here's a good little question, Natch. Is that cooking for you? I'm going to cook dinner and I heat up a frozen pizza. Are you disappointed? You know, what do you think? Yes, no? Is it cooking?
No.
Stop gatekeeping cooking, Natch. Do you use tomate frito when you cook at home?
Yes.
Did you peel and mash the potatoes and then add the sugar and the salt or did you just use tomate frito?
I used tomate frito.
Then you didn't cook, did you?
No.
Gatekeeping cooking.
No.
Anyway, back to the point at hand. Pedro says, as a super expert on this subject, I do agree with today's unpopular opinion. There's no way an app like this wouldn't make us a product. Based on how you describe yourself, your looks, your hobbies, in the end, you are creating a profile to compare with others. By the way, I never use this kind of app, and I don't think I'd ever use it. Okay, a lot of demonization happening about dating apps. And I understand that, having used them in the past. Although I had an opportunity where I was recently single and didn't use them. Would I have fallen back into the habit after a time? Maybe, because the fact of the matter is, guys, it's not easy to meet people as an adult, and that's for romantic relationships as much as it is for friendship. All right, it's just not an easy task nowadays. Is it harder than it was many years ago? I think so. I mean, there used to be a culture of meeting people. When was the last time you heard about a singles night going on somewhere, Natch? Yeah, you know what I mean? Never, right? It's because everyone leans on these apps, and they've become the only way we reach out to connect to people. Does that make them inherently bad? Is there a better way to do it? Well, we'll discuss that in the rest of the show, friends. We will discuss that in the rest of the show, and I am keen for your opinions on this. Would you agree? Would you agree that they objectify their users? To a certain extent, is objectification necessarily a bad thing? You know, at the end of the day, you are being added to a catalogue into a marketplace where you can meet potential matches. Is there a way of doing dating apps differently than the way we're doing it now? Can you really capture someone's value, someone's personality on an online dating app? Would videos be better than photos? We'll discuss all this in a few short minutes, my friends. Yeah. So I'm going to post a poll in the chat. I will let you know what they said on Instagram. They said 93% true. But of course, they're not the final decision makers in this show, friends. No. That's you guys, the live audience joining me on twitch.tv/professional bohemian. I will post the poll. Dating apps objectify their users. You will tell me true or false, and we'll take a very quick commercial break. Friends, there are so many things you could have been doing today, an infinite number of things. But instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with me, and it means the world. I'll see you soon. Hey guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, ProBoh. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. You're listening to the ProBoh Show, coming to you live at 9 a.m. Central European Time, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Hong Kong, Philippines time. How are you doing, my friends? Welcome back to the most international show on the radio. How are you doing, friends? If you've just tuned in, what have we been speaking about? Well, we took a little look at Elon Musk and his decision, which will happen for sure in the near future. I mean, we say it will happen, but Elon Musk has been known famously to backtrack on his words, on his poor ideas. For example, he's not going to be fighting what's his name, Mark Zuckerberg. Sadly, I was looking forward to that. So here we go. Elon Musk is debating whether to charge all users of X, or Twitter as we know it, for use of the platform. That is doomed to fail, isn't it? Isn't it? And then we took a look at an article from Psychology Today stating, at least in the US, that the key to a fulfilling life is friendship, not marriage. Ask any married man or woman. Oof. You know, that was almost toxically masculine there, Natch. Let's continue. And the James Webb telescope spots signs of life on a distant planet. The molecule dimethyl sulfide, DMS, produced by living organisms here on Earth, also been spotted on this exoplanet 120 light years away. Exciting news for when we screw up this planet. We've got somewhere to go. I mean, it's an ocean world, so we'll have to learn to swim. Do you remember the movie Waterworld, Natch, with Kevin Costner?
I haven't seen it.
You know what? It's aged terribly. It's a bad movie, but it's fun, entertaining ride. You know, and if we move to this planet, which is called K218b, what a beautiful romantic name. If we move to K218b, that's how we'll be living, like Kevin Costner in Waterworld. You know, apparently Waterworld is one of the biggest flops in the history of cinema. We'll get into that another day. Then we moved into today's unpopular opinion, which is that dating apps objectify their users. Interesting result from the chat today. Wait. Okay, so I guess Pedro tips it over the edge. Okay, let's get into the results. We'll just do it right now. We'll rip the Band-Aid off. The subject is dating apps objectify their users. You said 50%, 50-50, true, false. However, Pedro did say, he's here in the chat, consider my vote for true. He couldn't vote. But still, 50-50, even if it's 51-49, it's still inconclusive as far as I'm concerned. But let's dive a little deeper. I mean, let's look at, well, what is the definition of objectification? Cosificación, right? What is the definition? It's the action of degrading someone to the status of a mere object. Do dating apps really do that? Or do they go out of their way to try and not objectify their users? I think there are dating apps and there are dating apps, right? I mean, there are Tinder and then there are Match.com. Never used Match.com, but I hear it's a little more legit than Tinder. Okay, let's look at some messages I received on my Instagram. Elena said, back in my day, we met people the old-fashioned way, in person. These apps reduce people to just pictures and profiles. It takes away the charm of getting to know someone truly. Yeah, that's true, right, Natch? I mean, you didn't meet Mrs. Natch on a dating app. You met in person, right? She was a friend of a friend, if I remember correctly.
Yes, exactly.
Let me look at my dating history. Oh, God, I don't risk getting depressed on the show. So, my current partner I met on a dating app. You know, where, yeah. But the partner before that met in person here at work. Went terribly. Before that, dating app. Before that, met in person. Yeah, I guess I have a pretty balanced kind of rate of meeting people. Do I see any difference in the quality of the relationships? That's the real question, right? The quality of the relationships between the people I met online and the people I met in real life. Is there a remarkable difference in the outcome of those relationships? I'm going to tell you something, friends. In my opinion, no. Obviously, I kind of sway towards online because my current partner I met online, but if I'm going to speak objectively, there is no real difference in how the relationship plays out. I think what dating apps give you is a good point of contact, and then getting to know someone is comes after that. Then we also, meeting in person the old-fashioned way is also incredibly hard nowadays to meet someone in person. I mean, I would never impose myself on a woman in a bar like the way it was in the past. You know, I think we as men have started to we've taken a step back and looked at our behavior and we're saying, well, you know, it's true. Why would I bother this person while they're just enjoying some free time? Why would I impose myself upon that person in a romantic way? It's creepy. So you don't do it. And dating apps kind of breaks down that barrier before you get to that point of meeting in person to kind of, a little, point of contact. Raj joining us in the Instagram chat as well. He said, I think dating apps are just a tool. They aren't inherently objectifying. It's all about how people choose to use them. Plus, they've made connecting with potential partners so much more efficient. A lot of truth to that as well, right? A lot of truth to that. I mean, it is efficient. At least all the people on there are willing to consider some kind of a romantic relationship, depending on the quality of the platform, I guess. I mean, we talk a lot about the objectification of people on these apps, but is there not something inherently objectifying about being in the market to find a person, Natch? How do you think about that statement? Are we not, in some sense, when we're in the market to find a partner? I mean, sure, we delve deeper after the first initial point of contact, but we complain about these apps being picture-based. But when we're approaching someone with the, oh God, this is a minefield to get through this, with the intent of engaging in a romantic partnership. When we approach someone, 9 times out of 10, we're doing it because of some kind of a physical thing we find attractive. Would you agree with that statement, Natch?
Exactly. I was thinking that when in my times when you used to go to the bars, you did almost exactly the same as sweeping to the left and right.
Exactly.
And you went into a bar like me gusta.
Exactly. But instead of it happening in your head, it happens in your mobile phone.
Or among your friends or the friends of your friends.
Yeah.
I don't like this girl. I don't like this girl. Even before you talk to her. So
exactly. Yeah.
I don't see many differences.
I think it's kind of become trendy to hate on these apps But when we break down what that social ritual is of engaging with someone with an end to be in a romantic relationship, quite a lot of the things that we criticize these apps for, we engage in naturally. You know, that immediate selection process. Is this person, am I attracted to this person? That first initial attraction. I mean, look, we can try and be cool and we can try and lie to each other, but you won't lie to Uncle Rob. There is an immediate physical attraction, or there isn't. Okay, and it's sad, but we're animals, and that's how we are. You know, from like monkeys like me to peacocks, where the males like extend their tail feathers, and the most beautiful display are the most attractive to the opposite, the female peacocks. I mean, it's just nature, man, and it sucks because we'd like to think that that personality counts, and it does, but it counts beyond that first initial meeting, right? Unless you're lucky enough to just meet someone and eventually a friendship develops into something more. And that's the ideal, right? It starts off as a friendship, you develop a connection, and then it progresses to another level. But most relationships, sadly, especially today, don't happen like that. And I think we kind of idealize romantic connection to the detriment of what the modern technology has actually delivered us. Let's see. Vero says Rob has found his new favorite Spanish words: cosificación y cosificar. Have I repeated it a lot? Sorry, my bad. Alone Strong, dating apps are not the place to meet a nice person. Any place, online or not, that encourages short-term commitments and one-night stand isn't a place where you're going to find an overflow of nice people. Actually, Alone Strong says women there, but I mean, he's phrasing that as a man. I assume he means people, right? True. But look, okay, it's true. Like when I was using these apps, I was using it specifically with the idea of finding a long-term partner, not a short-term connection. But I can't rob the validity of people who want that kind of a connection. I mean, that exists. And there are people who want that. Now, would you rather those people approach you in bars or on a mobile phone app where you can just quickly ignore them? You know? I mean, I personally would prefer an app. Get that out of the way, you know? So you don't have to deal with the physical awkwardness of some weirdo coming up to you. Hey, you want to go out for a drink? Let me be frank, that's never happened to me. But if it did, it would make me feel awkward. Let's continue. Pedro says, it's easy to be criticizing of dating apps. I'm not a user or a potential one, but I do know people happily married with partners they found on these apps. Actually, I know a lot of people like that. My skepticism is in relation to these apps. Is that they're based a lot on variables and factors for a successful relationship that are not based on an obvious match. For example, I don't think I would ever match with my wife on these apps. Wow. That's a great point. You know, Happen is an interesting app, and it's where I met my current partner. It matches you based on proximity. And it kind of forces you then to go into the profile and say, okay, is this person actually a match just because they're walking around the same neighborhood as me? And you can filter that way, use your own kind of discernment. I can recommend Happen. Chemistry is a factor that goes beyond profiles. True story. It just so happens I have great chemistry with my current partner. That wasn't a benefit of the app. But then these apps serve as a point of contact, right? A point of reference. Here, we've made contact. Let's chat a little while and see if we share values, if we share the same sense of humor, something that's super important for me. And then you meet in person and you discover whether there's chemistry or not. Now, how disingenuous are you being? Are you actually looking for a long-term commitment or a short-term commitment? Are you being honest about that? Believe it or not, as a man, right? I was looking for a long-term commitment. I matched with someone, and they weren't interested in that. They were looking for something short-term. So I can kind of sympathize, although it's only ever happened to me once. I can kind of sympathize with people who are out there looking for something real and just batting up against people who are, looking for something a lot more short-term. I can sympathize. But without that icebreaker that these apps provide, it would be very hard today to meet people. So there you go. Those are my final thoughts. You guys said 50-50. Dating apps objectify their users. Inconclusive, my friends. Let's move on to today's 100 Humans. Oh, good chat today, Natch. That was a good one. Okay, guys, it was a long walk to work today across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys, and on that walk, I encountered 100 humans, and I asked them all a question. Today's question is, name a food that gets bigger when it's cooked. Name a food that gets bigger when it's cooked. I asked them that question. They gave me their answers. I am in possession of the top 7 answers right here. Your job in the chat is to identify those top 7 answers. Nombre un alimento que aumente de tamaño al cocinarlo. Oh! Feels good, man. Feels good. So, there we go. Who's going to kick us off? Customarily, the Oracle will kick us off. What do you think, Natch?
Bread.
Eugene agrees, as does Vero and Alone Strong. Everyone says bread. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done, guys. It's not the number 1 answer, though. Very, very close. With 25 of 100 humans, it's the number 2 answer. Well done. Eugene says a cake. Una tarta. A cake. Is a cake there? No, it's not. Oh. Great answer, though. Hey, Eugene, a cake. Well, it's not there. There are some that you will kick yourself if you don't identify them. Born to Iron Man says corn. Corn. Maíz. Corn. I'm going to assume it means when you put it in a pan and the corn explodes, making popcorn. Palomitas. And it's there. Well done. Well done. So popcorn is there. It is the 5th most popular answer, with 5 of 100 humans saying that to name a food that gets bigger when it's cooked. Popcorn. Well done. Okay, let's continue. Rice, says Alone Strong. Wow. Great answer. Rice gets bigger when it's cooked. Arroz. It's there. Well done. Alone Strong killing it today. 8 of 100 humans said that one. It's in 4th place. You guys have identified 3. Doing well. Okay. Rafelka says any kind of pasta. Pasta. Macarrones. Do you say macarrones, right? Or do you call it pasta as well?
Say pasta.
Pasta.
Yes.
Okay. So is pasta there? Yes, it is. Well done. And Rafelka, it's the number 1 answer. Came out of nowhere to deliver the quality goods. Okay. Pasta, rice, says The Bridge. We've had that one. Beans, says Alone Strong. Beans. Beans. Are beans there? Judías, right? Beans. Yes, they are. Well done. Well done, Alone Strong. Beans are there. They are the number 6 answer. You guys have just got 2 to identify. All right. I'm going to give you clues for these 2 because they're quite tough. Oh, wow. Alone Strong, out of nowhere, says hot dogs. Perritos calientes, right? Here in Spain. Why is it perritos and not perros? Because that's hot puppies, right? Which sounds weirdly sexual in English. So hot dogs, perritos calientes. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. 3rd most popular answer. Okay, so the one you're missing, here we go. The one you're missing is the 7th most popular answer. To make this, You kind of make this liquid substance. Then you have a hot pan with oil and you pour the liquid in. And it hits the pan and grows. It's an American breakfast food served with syrup. Maple syrup if you're in Canada. What do you think? What am I talking about, Natch? Do you know?
Pancakes.
Tortitas, would you say in Spanish?
Tortitas.
Tortitas, pancakes. It's there, well done. You geniuses. Alone Strong got that one too. Tortilla says Rafaelka. That was a good answer. Okay, guys, so I asked 100 humans to name a food that gets bigger when it's cooked. Nombre un alimento que aumente de tamaño al cocinarlo. All right, in position number 7, we had pancakes, tortitas. 3 of 100 humans said that one. In position number 6, we had beans, judías. How many people? 4 of 100 humans said that one. In position number 5, we had popcorn, palomitas. Popcorn, 5 of 100 humans said that one. In position number 4, we had arroz, rice, with 8 of 100 humans. Nombra un alimento que aumente de tamaño al cocinarlo. Name a food that gets bigger when it's cooked. In position number 3, we had hot dogs, perritos calientes, frankfurters, right? What's the actual way you call hot dogs? You know, the sausage. ¿Cómo se dice? You just call it a perrito caliente.
Yes.
Oscar Mayer. All right, in position number 2, we had bread. Bread, 25 of 100 humans identifying bread, pan. And finally, in position number 1, we had pasta. Well done to Rafaelka. Yeah, well done. Perucos calientes, what's that? Did I say it wrong? Pancakes. Panqueques. Tortitas. Panqueques, have you heard that before, Nach?
Yes, but it's not very used in Spain.
No, I like it. Panqueques. All right, let's go to Complete the News.
Complete the news.
Wait, Vero's helping me translate. Perrito. I'm just gonna. I feel like an idiot whenever I'm speaking Spanish. Is my pronunciation really bad? Say perrito.
No, perrito.
Perrito. I don't know. All right, guys, it's Complete the News. This is a section you all know and love. I'm going to give you a news headline, un titular, but I'm going to leave out some important information. You guys, with the information that I give you, will complete the news. If you are one of the many people watching the show right now, but too nervous to contribute, this is your moment. Because all you have to write is A, B, or C. Okay, so here we go. Abandoned Apollo 17 lunar lander blank on the moon. Módulo de aterrizaje lunar del Apollo 17 abandonado blank en la luna. Translation elf is putting in overtime today. Is it A, causing tremors, causando temblores? Causing tremors, A. Is it B, will be the first tourist destination, first tourist attraction? Será el primer destino turístico. Or is it C, it's gone missing, ha desaparecido, bom, bom, bom. Someone hijacked the lunar rover. So yeah, abandoned Apollo 17 lunar lander module blank on the moon. Is it A, causing tremors, causing like little earthquakes? Is it B, will be the first tourist destination or tourist attraction, destinación or atracción turístico? Or is it C, has it gone missing? Se ha desaparecido. Uh-oh. What do you think? Woo! That's the Cantabria way of referring to the diminutive. Got you. I like it. All right. Ooh, C seems to be in the lead. It's gone missing. Rafaelka thinks it's A. We've got a B. Oh, my God. What do you think, Natch?
A.
You think A is causing tremors? Do you think... is that a guess?
It's a guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Just a guess. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see if you're right. Okay, so here we go. Abandoned Apollo 17 lunar lander module. It's A, causing tremors. Well done, Rafelka. The only person in the chat to identify that. Which one did you say? A? Yeah.
A.
Yeah, of course, the Oracle. You were probably there. Okay, so the Apollo 17. By the way, this coming from, where did I get this news from? AccuWeather.com. Why are they reporting on space? I have no idea. Anyway, so yeah, the Apollo 17 lunar lander module left by US astronauts on the moon decades ago may be causing small tremors known as moonquakes, according to a new study. Researchers analyzed old Apollo-era data using modern algorithms and artificial intelligence. They found that extreme temperature changes on the moon cause human-made structures like the lander module to expand and contract, possibly producing these vibrations. The study provides insights into how the moon reacts to external influences and will be useful for future moon exploration. Fascinating stuff, my friends. Have you heard the theory that the moon is hollow, Natch?
Yes, I have.
Do you put any weight into it?
No.
No, me neither. Me neither. But I was having an argument with someone. It wasn't Andrea. I know you think Andrea is la inocentona. How do you say inocenta? Or
Inocente.
Inocente. But it wasn't Andrea. She's actually become quite skeptical in her over the years. It was another person who just randomly said, no. They land on the moon and it rings like a bell. Like, really, does it? How often have you landed on the moon? What a show, guys. We've spoken about everything from online dating to applications, from dating apps to Twitter. We've discussed all kinds of things, and let me tell you something. Thank you so very much for participating in the best part of my day every single day, guys. You rock. Thank you for sharing and rating the podcast on all its various platforms. Friends, so many things you could have been doing today. Instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with me, and it means the world. See you next time.